think it's appreciated well in the gym, and I think, me, Grant, Pierce, our strength guy, Reese, even working with a lot of the lads, our nutritionally Ricards as well now. So
to Lyndon Arthur, Anthony Yard 2, and there was a bit of beef on the internet that you had with my guys, the Undefeated podcast, where mums got involved.
yeah.
Talk to me about that.
You know what? Yeah, I'll be real. It's one of those things where, where you see you see an angle. Like, I'd seen something 3, 4, 5 times, and in my eyes, I perceived it. And when I spoke to people privately, even though they might have said that they had, oh no, we're friends with. When I'm in a current conversation, whilst I'm saying what I'm saying, and I know his reaction, just know there's a reason why I'm doing it. Obviously, Lyndon got beat. They're mentioning my name. I tried getting a response, didn't get one, and yeah, I did take it too far, and I even admitted back then I took it too far.
I've got to put it there because, like I said, there's always two sides in it, and I understand that Lyndon's your homie. I get it.
And bear in mind,
Man, stuck the mic off me, mate.
sorry. Bear in mind, we are people that will come to here for fight week.
Yeah.
After dedicating 10, 12 weeks of our life, doing about 100, 120 rounds sparring for free for your entertainment and for you to be able to make views on. So just allow me the disrespect, because boxers deserve it.
I do like a first-time guest, but you're kind of special
How's that?
because you're controversial.
I like being called special. Just as long as needs doesn't follow it, usually. I like being...
October Red Boxing here with Sonny Edwards, a title holder in his own right, here in Sheffield, supporting his team.
Yeah, we've got 3 lads on the show. We've got a headline act as well, Dalton the Starman. So, yeah, it's great for our gym that, we've got in our home city. It's like a still city show. That's what we've been calling it anyway. Don't let Frank hear me say that too loud. But that's what we've been calling it. We've got the spine in the show. And we've got the young fighters that to keep pushing on. I mean, I'm expecting Dalton to smash it this weekend. I'm expecting 2 Sheffield shows a year after when it sold well like it has. And yeah, Junaid, Nico and the rest of the boys to follow suit.
To be fair, Junaid and Nico spoke very, very highly of you, how they've got you in the gym, how they can look up to you. And you kind of like give them hope to push forward because of your achievements.
Yeah, and they're probably seeing what I'm doing and think, fucking hell, if he can do it, anyone can do it, do you know what I mean? Now, they're good lads, and yeah, I've been calling myself club captain for about 6, 7 years now, so, but I think everyone kind of does look at me like it, especially now I've got the world title, it's a bit easier, isn't it? But yeah, they're good lads. I like to offer my advice, my input. No, if people don't want to listen, they can just tell me to fuck off, so, but I think it's appreciated well in the gym, and I think, me, Grant, Pierce, our strength guy, Reese, even working with a lot of the lads, our nutritionally Ricards as well now, so, we've got a good team going about, and the communication is key. I can get my point across quite easy, quite clear when I'm talking boxing to the lads. So I think they appreciate that. I'm just doing my seconds license at some point. I sent it off for it ages ago though, but I don't know why the board ain't sent me back yet. So yeah, I'm waiting to find out about that. But hopefully, yeah, I should be doing corners real soon as well and delivering some instructions. So yeah.
Interesting. But I'm going to steer it. Well, it's still kind of boxing. But you're someone that's quite controversial. I don't do clickbait on my channel because I can't be asked. But I can't speak to you without being controversial. I'm going to go back to Lyndon Arthur, Anthony Yard 2. And there was a bit of beef on the internet that you had with my guys, the Undefeated podcast, where mums got involved.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
You know what? Yeah, I'll be real. It's one of those things where, where you see you see an angle. Like, I'd seen something 3, 4, 5 times, and in my eyes, I perceived it. And when I spoke to people privately, even though they might have said that they had, oh no, we're friends with. When I'm in a current conversation, whilst I'm saying what I'm saying, and I know his reaction, just know there's a reason why I'm doing it. Maybe they're not saying it. You know what I mean? And they just annoy me, to be honest, because they said that they weren't going to mention me, and it was all cool and it was all squashed. And then they didn't mention me, didn't mention me. And then obviously the day that's very sore to me, the day that obviously Lyndon got beat, they're mentioning my name. I tried getting a response, didn't get one. And yeah, I did take it too far. And I even admitted back then, I took it too far. You know what I mean? Playground shit. But as a boxer, that's spent my whole 17 years, and maybe in some people's eyes, risked it so many times for boxing, and I'm around my people that have done the same. I don't tolerate media people. I'll be real. Like, I don't tolerate media people stepping lines. And when you're taking the piss out of fighters, and then you're doing a live podcast after you've interviewed them, kind of took the piss then, but it was a better sense of humor. But then you're now laughing, calling my name about Sonny Edwards. No. Well, if you said you weren't gonna mention my name, you mentioned my name, mom, and then clipping it. I don't watch their stuff. Clipping it, putting it on Twitter, and tagging me. So you wanted a response because we'd already spoke through Spencer Fearon, and you'd already said to him that you weren't ever gonna mention me and say nothing ever. When I think when I was taking a piss out of Tony Bellew, and he didn't find it funny, but he smiled. He was in front of the camera. They said the same joke for 4 minutes about his accent and about going home to his kids. On the Zone boxing show, it was dead. It was dread. Like, I'll be real. Like, it was just shit crack, in my opinion. But I could see, you know when you can see, and I could see that he didn't find it. And then I seen something else with Linda, and then I see something with Chisora, and the energy was different. So I just made my point of, you need to allow it the first time, because, you know, you can have crack and you can have banter, but when you're just coming on and people aren't finding it that way because they're telling me, then I'm going to respond. Most people don't. Most fighters will just, you know, tolerate it, but I'm vocal. Yeah, like I said, I was trying to get his attention, and I was trying to get him to feel the disrespect that I feel that they show to boxing. Not they, him. That he showed to boxing and to fighters. You can't be being cool with someone. And yeah, you can say I think we're going to get beat. You can say I think he's going to win. But laughing when you're Ray and Nephew'd off on your podcast, on a live stream, watching a thing, laughing at a boxer and then mentioning my name when you'd already said because you're a bit liquored, don't sit right at me, I'll be real. And me, I got energy. If you ever seen me in person, if any of them have seen me in person, like, I'm not a dickhead, you know what I mean? It's not that. But you want to be out there putting stuff, right then? There's your disrespect back. How else am I going to do it? If you can tell me a way I can disrespect him and his hustle thing, then tell me and I'll run that next time. But they're just very quick way to get straight to it without having to do hours and hours of back and forth. And yeah, but apologies, man, because apparently she's a legend in the community. So for me, it was more of a blanket. I don't know his mum, innit? So apologies if people was offended on that one.
Well, what I will do, because they're my friends, I'm part of that podcast, and a lot of people in that podcast, there's like a live chat room, like we said, and the comments go up, and everyone in those comments has been burying Anthony Yard for ages, saying kittens in the cam, literally ripping the shit. Lots of them on that podcast are Lyndon Arthur fans. I'll keep it real with you. So when he went off, he was going off at the people in the chat that have literally questioned his fighter winning. However, no, I've been watching that podcast for ages, so I get the 100% picture. So me putting it back to you, that was what it was. It was never a diss towards Lyndon Arthur. It wasn't.
No, but he literally said something like, Sonny Edwards, shut up. Can't tell me nothing about I don't know boxing. That's a literal Sonny Edwards down the camera. So he did, and he was laughing. Like I said, he was popping off, calling Lyndon an average fighter and shit. Like, he was being just disrespectful. He said that Lyndon has got nothing apart from a jab, and after he lost, he reiterated it. He ain't got nothing apart of a jab. He's got to work on a jab. He's got nothing. Like, that's fine. That's fine. But when you see him, you're trying to be up his arse. Off camera, you did a buzz, but you're trying to be up his arse. I just don't rate. And it was funny as well. So I'm glad that you know both of them, yeah? Because what it was funny was, I only ever targeted a one person, but only ever one person replied to me. And I think it's quite funny, but I'll just leave it like that. You know what I mean?
I've got to put it there because, like I said, there's always two sides in it, and I understand that Lyndon's your homie. I get it.
And bear in mind,
Man, took the mic off me, mate.
Sorry. Bear in mind, whilst they're posting and on their live saying, look at my screenshots, I'm messaging Lyndon now and have his direct. I was on a FaceTime to him. I have his direct opinion on what they did and what they said. He held his tongue and didn't say nothing, but he's not bumped him. You know what I mean? He's not bumped him to say his opinion on it. But he will, when he bumps him, he'll like tell him what he thought about it. You know what I mean? Because it's the way we are.
Yeah, I get that, but I don't think it was anything directed personally at Lyndon. Travis gets trolled in the comments by Lyndon's fans all the time because he is a diehard Anthony Yard fan, and that is how it started. But I think you've caught a back end of it.
I caught it straight.
Yeah.
I caught it straight. Mention my name, though.
I didn't know about mentioning your name. I will say that. I
found it because it was on Twitter. Like, they clipped the 1 minute 50 of him cracking up laughing, and he mentions my name and says, "Yo, Sonny just can't tell me nothing," or whatever he said. And at that point, okay, it's on. And at my point, if you cross the line of respect, there you can't start drawing lines of disrespect. You've already disrespected. You can't start drawing lines in the sand. Once there's a disrespect, I will go to the end of earth.
Not with mums though. The mum things is mad still. I'm not gonna lie. You hang around with people from the black community. You understand our community.
Yeah.
And the mum thing is something that it just doesn't fly.
No, I'll be real, but we've all got mums, innit? So I don't.
100%.
I'll be real. Like I think it's a mad thing to just say about the black community because white people are exactly the same, Asian people are exactly the same. Mum's a mum, regardless.
Yeah, mums are mums, but it's that is like the ultimate disrespect.
Yeah.
It is.
And
I know you apologise for it, but that's where it just went left.
Yeah,
it was a mum thing.
But obviously, as I said to you before, the amount of disrespect I think he, with his barbershop comedy, that's fine. But barbershop's talking, yeah, that's talking. But you're not coming and putting mics in people's face from the barbershop. You're putting clippers to their head. Allow it. You like we are people that will come to here for fight week. Yeah. After dedicating 10, 12 weeks of our life, doing about 100, 120 rounds sparring for free for your entertainment and for you to be able to make views on. So just allow me the disrespect because boxers deserve it. Genuinely, like, I've got life good compared to most people that maybe as talented, have worked hard, have dedicated more. I've got things good. Somehow I've fell my way there, yeah? And I won't stand for it. And that's with them. That's with anyone. Like, look, fucking something else went off this week. Like,
I know.
Yeah, so...
What was that about?
But there's been other instances. Like, me and him fell out 5, 6 years ago when he did the media thing after my fight, asked me thing. I said a quote and he took it out of context, made a headline that weren't. I never did an interview with him again. He tried apologising. I didn't let him. And then years later, he's trying to fuck my sister. But again, it's another media person. I've had other people that I've had to pull, that I have a good relationship with, pulled on just fuckeries that they're doing. They're coming into a hotel room after a fight and chatting shit about fighters when they don't know who sat at the table because they're a fucking media person and is only there because they went to the shop and bought drinks. Now I'm having to educate you because you don't understand boxing and it's annoying. Like, media access and boxing access is so easy that most people don't know what tables are sitting at or what other people have had to do to get there. And that's why me, a lifelong, career-long boxer, if people can offend me and aim stuff at me and I'm good at the bounce back, when I get really offended and you'll see me really get my claws out is when you're targeting my people. Lyndon was getting laughed at and then I got bought into it, so I shot back. And that's it. And yeah, I did go for something disrespectful, but unless I'm going to start having to drag out fucking watch girl broke his heart or some shit, what else am I going to do? I don't know him. All he does is do a podcast I don't watch. He just tagged me something on Twitter and it was an instant clapback. You want to start, do you know what I mean? And yeah, like I said, mums are mums, but you know, I'm in the limelight and I've had the wickedest thing said about my mum and it bounces off me. I mean, if you ain't got thick enough skin, don't be running around making jokes about boxers then. Like, that's all I'll say on it.
No, and that's fine. And you can definitely have an opinion, but that is something that I did want to discuss because...
I appreciate your...
No, no, I don't... Listen, on my channel, I don't do none of that clickbait bullshit. I ain't got time for it. I rate fighters, you understand? Because I can't do what you do. I understand the camp. But don't think it's easy for some of us media to get in here because some of us... I started at the bottom. I'm self-made. It's hard for me to get to the table, do you understand? So I know what privileged position I'm here now talking to you. This is not like an interview. Me and you are having a conversation, two grown adults having a conversation. Even though, like, I've spoke to your brother, because you and your brother, I used to watch ages ago because of your mum, because I've saw how you guys are there with your mum, bringing it to the boxing matches. All of that stuff means something to me, because like I said to your brother, my mum passed away, several strokes, blah, blah, blah. I get it. So, even though like Charlie's kind of like chilled and he looks at things different, sometimes I feel like you're angry because of how you feel, because of what you've had to see. Charlie's told me how it was when you lot grew up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm not typically an angry person. I'm not a spiteful person. And I'm not a malicious person. I don't seek vengeance or retribution with things that happen in my life. You see me in boxing, amped up. Because this is my spot. I come here and it's war. Like, I'm here, I'm seeing the zone there. I know I'm going to Mexico most likely to fight at the zone show. I'm here, I'm amped up. Anytime you catch me at boxing, my energy's up. apart from that, I'm very laid back. I mean, having to experience all of that with my mum, if anything, and everyone in the family, I probably took it best. I'll be real. Like, I don't know if that is remotely a sense of my anger, frustration. Probably have some childhood trauma. Who doesn't? Who hasn't got some little scars on what makes them them? But like, what I don't think people understand is the level, the love I have for boxing. I don't think you'll find many boxers that remotely share it. I'm here. I'll be there Saturday. I'm going to Albania during the world title camp. I'm going somewhere else. Like, I'm there. I'm involved. That's why you'll see me. That's why I'm there. And when I said easy, I don't mean easy into the point of getting the thing. I know you need to get your foot in the door. So I don't want to disrespect you. I just want to pull it back onto that. But what I'm saying is, say you get hired by a company because you sent a thing, and now all of a sudden you're working for one of these channels, and now because you're backstage, yeah, no, I can see that, and I rate that. But say now you have access to fighters that you wouldn't because you're getting sent to, I don't know, Tyson Fury's house in a villa in Las Vegas or whatever, and now you're at the parties. Now you have certain people in boxing media. I don't want to go too into it. They just start moving different ways.
No, I need you to say this because I think the public needs to hear the dark side about the media, and I don't care. At the end of the day, when you tell me this stuff, you're teaching me because I'm relatively new in this, not new to boxing, but new into this. So it's good to hear your opinion and the experiences. So yeah, carry on.
Nah, it's just like we get frustrated, right? Because at the end of the day, it gets to a point for most fighters where they'll pick and choose the interviews that they want to do, and they don't really want to do them because you have too much things of the headlines that you've done an interview, and someone now is trying to take the piss of it a little bit, or you hear someone bigging you up, yeah, and then you hear someone else hear something they've been saying about you, or there's just so much that goes to it, like. And like I said, you constantly find someone that's fresh out of uni, if even that, working for someone. Now they're interviewing all big fighters. They're around all fight week. They might go to the hotel room. They befriend them a little bit. And like I said, they start getting levels of access to people and fighters that they don't fully understand. And I've just seen a couple of things. Like I've had to like pull up people because they've mentioned my names to girls and shit like that, like through boxing, and even like this whole thing with like flexing, like. In the same sentence, he went from, I know your two brothers, one likes me, one don't. I interviewed one today, and I want to fuck you. All in about fucking 60 characters, like, and I'm a boxing person, and that's a face of a boxing outlet, and I've got a pop with that. But I don't even have that many because I don't typically give the time to everyone. I will try to, and if someone's polite, you was polite, you came over. We've even spoke about touchy subjects for both of us. And it's still respectful because we're having a conversation. That's all it has to be, like outside and inside. But like I said, I've just seen and people get on my blacklist so easy. Like the moment I think someone's a dickhead, they're just done for me. Like I don't, like this is like I don't work. I'd never have worked. I've been a boxer since I was 9. I went to uni when I was 18. I turned pro when I was 20, and I'm 26 today. I've never worked a day in my life. I've never clocked in. Happy birthday. Not today. I mean the 1st of January. Not today, but as I stand, I'm 26 today. 1st of January is my birthday, 101. Like, so I enjoy myself here. I'm not going to go and put myself around people I don't like in my personal life. So, you know, if there's someone in boxing that I don't like, I won't just go aggressively at them. But, you know, Danny Flexer made an enemy of me 5 years ago and I just kicked him out of boxing, so, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I saw that on, because like I said, I don't usually get involved in all of that shit because there's a lot of it, like I said, if it's not progressive, I ain't interested in it. Why I wanted to speak to you today was obviously going back to that personal conversation that we had because like Lyndon's your guy, they're my guys, you know what I mean? But as two adults, at least we can have the conversation about it. You put across your side and I let you know that side of it, which I think is good for boxing. Do you know what I mean?
100%. And, you know, the way I've been raised, you know, I'm from a similar area to them, man. I'm from South, I'm from Croydon. You know, yeah, I'm from Croydon. So, you know, the way we're raised and the way how I don't know what they know about me, what they think they know about me, or who I am as a person. It's probably easy to look at me and make the whole picture straight very easy, innit? And that's fine, because, do you know what I mean? But it is more time, right?
No, not really, because like I said, I rated you two from when you got into boxing from a long time. That's what I mean. It was like, I like that because it was the mum thing for me. Like I said, it's personal, innit? And the fact that you bring her out with you all the time. And it was heartbreaking, but she was there.
Yeah, no, of course. But like where I was just going with that is, from where I'm from, if someone does something, you do something back. If they disrespect you, they disrespect the people, you disrespect them back. You know what I mean? It's sorry that it's personal to you, and it's sorry that it's personal to them, but obviously, boxing's personal to me. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like, even the next day I was thinking a bit like, And not because of even reaction, because like, I don't care what people think about me. I still went to a boxing show. No, but like, I still went to a boxing show that they would have been frequenting the next week, 2 weeks later. Like I'm just me in it. Like if they want to say something, they want to do something, then it's fine. But at the same time, the way I stand, if I feel disrespected, I will do everything in my power to make sure you feel some disrespect back. However, I have to do that. I'll be freestyling. I'll be real. I'll be real, and that's all I can say on that, if I'm honest. But like I said, sorry to Mumsy. I heard she's a legend, innit? Nothing personal to mums or any mums, but sometimes mums just get cussed, innit? You know what I mean? Sometimes.
Yeah, that's dead now. But we're going to move on to you then. What's happening with you? I've seen that you've been sparring in the gym with a YouTube, not a YouTuber, a fan or some shit like that. I don't know what was that about.
He just pulled up to my gym, uninvited. He travelled 4 hours from London. He had been invited before on different days, didn't turn up. Started posting pictures outside my gym. Then started tweeting saying £50 for anyone who has his address. Then started saying if I don't turn up in the next hour, he's walking all around Sheffield screaming out Sonny Edwards is a coward. So before he either, ruined my reputation around Sheffield, the local ladies and that, or turned up to my house and then it went a whole different thing. Because bear in mind, I'm a man with my 2 kids at home. Do you know what I mean? So once I realised, hold on, this guy has travelled 4 hours, he might get hold of my address, or I don't know, at least he's willing to do some shit. Do you know what I mean? So I pulled up to the gym, made sure I got some witnesses there, live streamed it so I'd be held accountable for what was going on in that ring. I wasn't trying to hurt him. I didn't even throw any shots properly. The ones that look like, when you actually look them, they weren't shots anyway. They were just little flicks, you know what I mean, or slaps. So. But he had the best day of his life, he reckon, so I don't know how that worked out. But we've kept in contact, and I think, yeah, he might be a bit mad, but he's a nice enough lad, you know what I mean? I don't know where his head's at, but some people go skydiving, some people, I don't know, drive without their seatbelt on, other people travel 4 hours to spar a world champion. I don't know, yeah.
This is the magic of boxing. But when are you out next anyway? Because we need to... 20 minutes we've been going,
I know. I'm looking end of October in Mexico. That's looking like the biggest shout right now. I want it, they want it. Martinez, IBF, WBC, hopefully the Ring magazine as well.
Yep.
I can't see anything else being more logical for everyone. Everyone's agreed to it. So if something happened and this fight don't happen next, I'll eat my hat 'cause I don't know what's going on. And it's definitely not been from my side. I know that for 1,000%.
Well, listen, it's been a pleasure, actually. Good combo.
Good convo. We'll have to chop it up again sometime.
Yeah, 100%. Thanks for your time. I know you're going to be here tomorrow and obviously fight day. I'll be here. But yeah, I appreciate that. October Red Boxing with Sonny Edwards. The controversial, no mums, Sonny Edwards.
Yeah, no more mums. That's dead. I've been told off now, so apologies. I know you'll be watching. Apologies.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.